Since Ohio University was founded in 1804, there's now more than 200 years of history here on campus. In honor of Ohio University's legacy, the 1804 Fund was established to provide grants for research, projects, programs, and equipment across all disciplines, awarding its first grant in the early 1980s. When students enter College Gate, they enter with dreams of how they can make an impact on the world. Many wonder how Ohio University can help make those dreams a reality. And it's through the grants of the 1804 Fund that many of those dreams become achievable. Through a generous gift from C. Paul Stocker's estate to the Ohio University Foundation, the 1804 Fund was established.
If we can increase the amount of funding that's available in our 1804 Fund, then it means that we're going to be able to provide more seed money for faculty and students who are very interested in conducting more research. So we think that with all of the great ideas that our faculty and students have across the entire university, that the 1804 Fund becomes that jewel that creates the opportunity for faculty and students to generate more research and thus have a greater impact not only in the community but sometimes very much outside of the community, across the state and across the nation and indeed across the world.
Ann Brown is the director of the Office of Nationally Competitive Awards, which helps students apply for prestigious scholarships, awards, and opportunities.
What we're talking about are awards that are extremely competitive. Some of them have 1,000 nominees for 40 different awards. Some of them are not so competitive. They're usually very lucrative, but they always afford students immense opportunities, whether it's in travel or supporting them while they study some particular discipline, helping them to learn critical languages and have new experiences, and then immense networking opportunities as well. When the provost told us that we should start this opportunity, I immediately wrote an 1804 Fund grant. Last year, we had students put forward 137 applications, and students won 75 awards. This included some of the most prestigious, the most competitive awards that are available. The true value of our work is helping students to discover who they are and to help them articulate their goals and dreams and help them to reach them, whether it's through connecting them with faculty members, whether it's us encouraging them. I mean, we feel it's our responsibility to take each student and lift them up and to let them sparkle in some important way.
Wendy Merb Brown is the director of the Learning Communities program, which guides students through their first year at Ohio University.
Learning communities are a small cohort of students, no more than 25 students, who take a series of classes together their first term at Ohio University. They take a small course together with a peer mentor and an instructor, and those same 25 students then take other courses connected to those where they all take them at the same time or they take them together. Then we provide, through the peer mentor, out-of-class activities where they can get more connected, because the more they know each other out of class, the more likely they'll sit together in their larger classes and have conversations openly in their small courses. That small course is a course to help them transition to Ohio University, but it's also to give them information maybe about specifically related to their discipline. Undecided students, parents love this because we're helping them choose a major during that class. The 1804 Fund is how we started. When we first came up with the program in 1999, we had 2 learning communities with 20 students in each. So it was a mini kind of a pilot to see how it worked. At the same time, we were drafting a grant, the 1804 grant application, and we received it in 2000 to 2002, and then we got another extension for a 3rd year in 2003. Foundation that we received from the 1804 grant allowed us to have the program for 3 years. And then we were able to assess the differences for students who went into the program and those who didn't. Peer mentor program that we have currently today that has we have 142 communities, so we have over 100 peer mentors who we have put into peer leadership positions, and they're responsible for coordinating out-of-class activities with the students. If we didn't have those peer mentors and they weren't funded by the 1804 grant, we probably wouldn't have been developing that program into what it is today, which is, I think, one of the best programs we have for our student leaders.
Paul and Beth Stocker were enthusiastic advocates of the Russ College of Engineering, which also benefits from the 1804 Fund. Dr. Robert Williams works in the College of Osteopathic Medicine with the Virtual Haptic Back Project, which allows students hands-on practice using a one-of-a-kind piece of equipment.
Started 8 years ago with an Ohio University 1804 grant, 2 grants in a row, 2 years in a row. And the purpose of this project is to augment the training of medical students in their palpatory diagnosis, which is finding medical problems through touch. We've been testing with more than 100 students each year for 3 years, and overwhelmingly they have said they like this tool as a way to improve their sense of touch with this immediate feedback. In virtual reality and haptics, we're one of the only ones in the world, so the only system is here at Ohio University.
Dr. Ben Stewart of the Civil Engineering Department is working on a project to convert algae into biodiesel fuel.
This award from 1804 makes it possible for us to use our initial results to go forward, to gain additional funding, but also to address new issues that ultimately will make algae biofuels feasible in industry in the long term. One of the things I'd like about the 1804 project is it was an opportunity to bring together a number of different researchers on the work. With this work, we've put civil engineers with mechanical engineers, with chemical engineers, and with plant biologists. And by using the talents of all of those people, we've been able to multiply the successes, being able to leverage other resources at the university.
Dr. Gerardine Bate, an associate professor, has led groundbreaking research in converting ammonia to hydrogen fuel using electrolysis.
I heard about this prestigious award, which is the 1804 fund, which it is very prestigious among faculty at Ohio University, and then I said, wow, this is possibly where I can take this idea and talk about it, and that's how the process started. It's technology, it's learning, it's reaching out. It had inspired companies to start up here in Ohio. What we're looking for are those faces of the students smiling and seeing them so happy about what they're learning and knowing about hydrogen, knowing about fuel cells, knowing about electrochemistry, inspiring them to be engineers, scientists, showing them that we are regular people, and that they someday could be the same thing.
The 1804 Fund has always played an important role in helping us to generate more research at Ohio University, and that is why we think it's so critically important that we strengthen and grow that fund to a level where it can help more faculty and students.
Thousands of students pass through this center of campus every day. But what opportunities await these students to possibly make an impact on the world by working on projects or being in programs started by an 1804 Fund grant? A gift to the 1804 Fund is one that lasts a lifetime. Be part of the legacy of Ohio University.
We try to open up opportunities and help them expand their thinking about themselves and about what the world can hold for them. And we could never have done this without the 1804 Fund.
This award from 1804 makes it possible for us to use our initial results to go forward, to gain additional funding, but also to address new issues that ultimately will make algae biofuels feasible.
The 1804 grant definitely got us started. We wouldn't have the program.
We're very grateful to the 1804 Fund.
The 1804 was a very important contribution. It just made it a lot easier.
We have so many faculty and students that have great ideas and great dreams about what they like to accomplish and what they would like to create. The 1804 Fund is a way that goes from science to the arts. And so when you can bring science and arts under one umbrella and you can find a source of funding, it helps the faculty to bring their hopes and dreams into reality.